Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alhamdulillah, it is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the opportunity to come to His house. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported, the Prophet ﷺ said, the prayer offered in congregation is 25 times more superior in reward to the prayer offered alone in one's house or in a business center. Because if one performs ablution, wudu, and does it perfectly, and then proceeds to the mosque with the sole intention of praying, that for each step which he takes towards the mosque, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upgrades him a degree in reward and forgives, crosses out one sin till he enters the mosque. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported, the Prophet ﷺ said, the prayer offered in congregation is 25 times more superior in reward to the prayer offered alone in one's house or in a business center. Because if one performs ablution and does it perfectly, and then proceeds to the mosque with the sole intention of praying, then for each step which he takes towards the mosque, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upgrades him a degree in reward and forgives, crosses out one sin till he enters the mosque. When he enters the mosque, he is considered in prayer as long as he is waiting for the prayer, and the angels keep on asking for Allah's forgiveness for him. And they keep on saying, "O Allah, be merciful to him. O Allah, forgive him," as long as he keeps on sitting at his praying place and does not pass wind. This is from Bukhari. One of the things that I want to remind myself is the etiquettes of coming to the masjid. A lot of times we take things for granted. One of the things that we take granted is the permission Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us each and every morning to come to His house. Alhamdulillah, majority of the brothers here come and make Fajr Salah with congregation each and every day. And this is a mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not my ability or capability, it's not my strength, right? It is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So one of the things that we should do when we come into the masjid, as the hadith points out, that every step that you and I take to coming towards the masjid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases one rank and forgives one sin. So when we come into the masjid, there's a dua for coming to the masjid. And there are various ones, but the small one is, Allahumma aftari abwaba rahmatika. We come into the masjid, entering with our right foot. And we make this dua. And the meaning of this, or translation of this dua is, O Allah, open for me the doors of your mercy. When we come into the masjid, we come in quietly, right? We don't make a lot of noise because this is the house of Allah, right? This is where ibadat happens. This is where worship happens. This is where the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happens. And this is a reminder for me sometimes, I get too excited to see my beautiful brothers in the masjid. And I have a loud voice. I don't know if you can tell. And so sometimes when brothers are praying, I'm talking to the brothers in the masjid. And what I remind myself is that not to disturb anyone when they're doing their individual ibadats, right? So if I need to talk, I should take it outside the masjid. Again, a reminder for myself. When we leave the masjid with our left foot. And we make this dua, Allahumma inni as'aluka min fadlika. And the translation of the dua is, O Allah, verily, I seek from you your bounty. Right? So these are some of the etiquettes that I want to remind myself and remind you this morning, that when we come to the masjid, we need to do these things each and every time so we can get the blessings and full reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the other things that I want to remind myself this morning, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, a reminder is beneficial for a believer. Alhamdulillah. And this is something very dear and near to me, this hadith. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam was saying, 6 are the rights of a Muslim over another Muslim. It was said to him, Allah's Messenger, what are these? Thereupon he said, when you meet him, offer him greetings, offer him salam. When he invites you to a feast, accept it. When he seeks your counsel, give him. And when he sneezes and says, Alhamdulillah, you say, Yarhamukumullah. And when he falls ill, you visit him. And when he dies, you follow his burial. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reported Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam as saying, 6 are the rights of a Muslim over another Muslim. It was said to him, Allah's Messenger, what are these? Thereupon he said, when you meet him, offer him greeting, give him your salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And you smile. Right? One of the things that we tend not to do is smile at each other. And one of the things that we tend to do, unfortunately, we only give salam to the people that we know. Many of the brothers I have met in this masjid, many of them, I only know them because I offered them salam or they offered me salam. Right? And when we offer salam to each other, we shake each other's hand. We don't just say, Assalamu alaikum. Right? We shake each other's hand. What is the benefit of this? The hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is, when you shake your brother's hand, before your hands depart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives your minor sins. Subhanallah. Who is here who is sinless? Who is here who does not need the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So when you meet your brother, you give him the best of salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. When he invites you for a feast, you accept his invitation. A lot of times, again, we take these things very lightly. When somebody invites us, mashallah, to their gathering, even though we have no reason not to attend, we don't attend. Right? And so we do not fulfill the right of our brothers and sisters in Islam. So we need to take this into consideration. Right? When somebody's inviting us to their house, what a great honor that is. Right? And we need to respect it and accept it. And when they seek your counsel, when they're asking you for advice, you give them the best of advice. Right? You give them the best of nasihah. And when they sneeze, you say, Yarhamukullah. Right? And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show mercy on you. And when they fall ill, you visit them. Yesterday, my wife and I visited someone that I've known, my family's known before I was born. They recently had an operation, a prostate, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him shifa. And, seeing him in this condition reminded me of how short life is. Right? This life is very short. Over the last 3 weeks, I have personally known at least 10 people who have passed away. 4 of the janazas I attended in person. 3 weeks. And as I'm getting younger, I'm realizing that I'm hearing more and more of these janazas. When I was a little younger, I still remember the first time my best friend's brother passed away. He was 23 years old. Very young brother. Passed away and drowned in the ocean. And so, we forget how fragile life is, right? So we visit the sick, right? This is one of the rights. And then, of course, when somebody passes away, that we attend their janazah. And we know the reward of the janazah, right? When you attend their funeral prayer, the reward is as Mount Uhud. And if you go and proceed with the janazah to the burial site, you get 2 mountains of Uhud. So again, I want to remind myself and you of these precious things that we tend to take for granted or not do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the tawfiq, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the tawfiq to act upon this. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please forgive me if I've said anything that is not a benefit, and it's only from my own nafs. And if I've said anything that is a benefit, is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stop putting me on the spot.
Yes.